What's going on, guys? This is GZ. Welcome to my channel. So the patch notes for the major update are here, and I actually already told you guys what we could expect, and there are a lot of stuff that are coming, some of which I already knew was coming on its way, and I've seen it before, but there is actually a lot more. So let's dig into that. So there are going to be multiple maintenance going to happen, but if you guys are wondering when is the patch is coming out, then it is on 21st of September midnight with the second maintenance. So there is your answer. Now let's move forward. This is a wallpaper for the new dungeon and for the new storyline as well. So yeah, let's see what else we have here. We have a new dungeon coming out in Wartham, Tristram Cathedral Dungeon, and there is going to be a main quest related to the extension of storyline as well, which later on bring Diablo into the scene, which we learned from the data mine leak, and there is no set item coming with the dungeon yet, but maybe later in future. And also this is going to be a speed dungeon, that is what I have heard, so hopefully people will be spamming this a lot, and it is coming in Wartham. As you can see, there is Butcher, and there is going to be another boss after Butcher, which we will have to find out. Moving forward, we are getting new Shadow War mechanic now. The previous one that we had before 30 versus 1 is going to be removed, and now the Alley of Blood is coming out. This is going to be a straight lane battle 4 versus 4, and also there are some other changes coming to that as well, so I am going to read the description. Alley of Blood is new team-based single lane PvP activity, changing how shadow clans prove themselves in Shadow War and how they clash against Immortal for bonuses in the new Vigil of Blaze component of Cycle of Strife. A variant of Ally of Blood is available to play during a new limited time event. In Ally of Blood, teams will battle fiercely over hallowed ground, aiming to overpower the opposing team by demolishing their sanctuary tower and ultimately destroying the base of their operation. Their crystal heart in the cases where both teams are evenly matched and neither crystal heart is destroyed, the winner is decided by the team with more remaining structure and overall team performance. Your team won't be in this fight alone. Massive sacred guardians seek to triumph over their adversary as well, and will spawn to attack the enemy sacred Guardian Sanctuary Towers and Crystal Heart. These stones, Behemoth, deal massive damage, so you want to clear a path for them. So we have to lead them to their base of operation, and there are going to be a specialist skills that we will be able to use and assign ourselves to. So it's a lot of detail here. I am just going to read the first specialist skill here that we can assign ourselves to, which is focus. Anguish brand mark one enemy player for 6 seconds. The marked enemy will drop one of their champion marks for every 5% life they lose. When the mark expires, that enemy takes damage equal to 30% of the life lost while marked. So this is going to be a really good one. Then stone hex, bestow a curse upon a target enemy player, turning them to stone and making them vulnerable to attack from friends or foes. The curse lifts after 6 seconds or if the target dies. So there it goes. A lot of changes are coming to that. There are a lot of specialist skills and support. Blessing of momentum grant teammates immunity to loss of control and increase their attack speed for 4 seconds. Oh, that is another specialist skill. We can also assign or bring this shield here as well. This is going to be a temporary thing. Then the key to greatness champion marks. That is another thing here. Cutting down the enemy team forces doesn't just bring you satisfaction in ally of blood, it can also bring power to your character in the form of champion marks. These shiny symbols of strength can be picked up after they drop from destroyed sacred guardian and felled players. You can have a maximum of 99 champion marks with each one increasing your power and character size, but beware upon your own death you'll drop a portion of your marks for the enemy team. So yeah, you have to collect them and you get stronger. Ally or blood tips, there are many tips here, but let's get into the 8v8 stuff. Then there is another thing which I am sure most guys are worried about. Come out on top in 8v8 Shadow Wars. So Ally of Blood will become the new way in Shadow War is waged. The same goes for the new Vigil of Blade component of Cycle of Strive. The schedule for Shadow War and Hawkman member decide which match to engage in are undergoing changes as well. Here are the new schedule. Tuesday 9 p.m. server time, a list of week's matches is announced. Thursday 7:30 server time, preliminary round matches commence and the winner and loser are determined. On Saturday server final round matches commence. So there are changes coming to that as well. There is actually a lot. Additionally, the structure of Shadow War is also changing. Clans are now divided across multiple groups based upon their clan classification, and the matches themselves are broken into 4 categories. Eminent, exalted, famed, and proud clans can battle in anywhere between 3 to 12 matches and receive points for their win based on the category of match. In the event nobody from opposing team shows up, which is going to happen a lot because not many clans are active, then by the start of the match you will win by default. Alright. Then there is Vigil of Blade. It's a top 3 shadow versus the Immortal event, because there are going to be some buffs that top 3 shadows and immortals are going to fight to win, which is 4% life and 4% damage. But enemies cast your blade into the fray to bring glory to your faction. After Shadow War conclude and before Rite of Exile, the most prominent shadow clans will face off in an 8v8 battle against the Immortal. In the Ally of Blood brings everything you have got and do not relent. The faction which wins 2 out of 3 matches will walk away with a bonus to their damage and health. Fighting in the Rite of Exile Vigil of Blade will only occur during the first 3 weeks of the new Immortal. That is true. And if you guys know how do I know the buffs and stuff, and I cannot say, but I actually knew it's inside information. We are also introducing 2 ways that anyone can be involved in Vigil of Blade: Challenge of the Immortal and Rite of Exile, the prediction system, and the spectator mode. So yeah, top 3s will be able to fight off the Immortal every single week. So top 3 is going to be really important, and this is really great. Here are the rules of engagement. All characters will be set to level 60. The rank of all legendary gear and set gear will be set to 1. The rank for all legendary gems on your character will be set to 10. Bonuses from the followings are disabled: Resonance, Claims, and Warband. normal gems and charms, reliquary bonuses, stances, paragon specialization. So I am not sure if it's going to be only for the Vigil of Blade or for the entirety of Shadow Wars with the PvP mechanic, but this is actually a good thing. And with that, we can move forward. Three new legendary gems are coming, and I have my eyes on the new 2-star gem. The first one here is the Eye of the Unyielding. This is actually going to be good for the continual damage classes or the skills. And it's a 1-star gem, and the damage you can get is 16% on that. And also, continual damage taken is reduced by 4%, increased magic chance by 5%. This is what it looks like on level 10. Then this is Viper Bite. This is a sister version or a smaller version of Seeping Bile, but this is going to be a far better one because damaging enemies poison them with the Viper Venom, causing them to take 45% base damage plus 120% damage every second for 6 seconds. Enemies inflicted with Viper Venom also have their attack speed reduced. And if you guys ask me, does Virtus Urge will work with this, then my answer is no. It is fixed 6 seconds. I already asked about this, and it's a fixed 6 second. And also, this can be a really good upgrade to the current 1-star gem, which is Everlasting Torment, or if you are unable to upgrade your Seeping Bile, then you can turn into this because this doesn't have a chance to trigger. It is just going to get trigger and do the poison damage. And then we have the Void Spark. It's a new 5-star legendary gem. Void Spark 5-star, dealing damage, conjures a Void Spark for 6 seconds. This reminds me of the 2-star gem that has a lightning effect. I forget the name of that gem, but it kind of reminds me of that. While the Void Spark is active, dealing damage has a 30% chance of unleashing lightning that chains to a maximum of 8 nearby enemies, dealing 110% base damage plus 446 to each enemy and increasing your attack speed by 16%. Lightning strike can only trigger once every 1 second. So in my opinion, this isn't going to be a really good one because attack speed won't benefit you, and you will be only able to trigger it 6 times if you are lucky, because it has a 30% chance of triggering a lightning. So even if you do the 6 attacks, that is going to be a 660% of your base damage, which isn't much in my opinion. So this is not a really good gem. And for the Demon Hunter, I would say no. And also, modifying your drop table is coming back again. Let's move forward. Champion of Revolt limited time event is coming out as well, and season 18 battle pass. Fresh meat has a theme of butcher. So the cosmetic, this is what they are going to look like now. As you can see, they are not so bad, and especially for the Demon Hunter, I am looking forward to it. It kinda looks really nice. And also there will be a new Phantom Market cosmetic coming out. But anyways, this is what it looks like for the Fresh Meat Battle Bus 18. And I was actually right when I some months ago told you that the new dungeon will land with the Battle Pass 18, and the new dungeon is actually coming with the Battle Pass 18. And with my understanding, the next battle with my understanding, the new dungeon after this will be landing with the season 24. But anyways, Deathless Destiny Phantom, these are the cosmetic from the Phantom Market. It has a mummy look. They actually looks cool, but I don't think I will be getting them or try my luck too hard to get them. But anyways, let's move forward. Returning events are Recruit a Friend, Hungering Moon, Fractured Plane. Fractured Plane will be coming for only 1 week now. I think the total number of levels have been reduced from 15 to 12. Yep. And challenge rooms have a higher chance of appearing. The chaotic chest can be obtained repeatedly. Alright. And and it is going to last for 1 week, and we will be seeing more events coming inside Diablo Immortal that are going to last for 1 week. Shady Stack is coming back as well. Trial of the Warrior is coming back as well. Conqueror is coming back as well for a week, I think. Yep. Pulse of the Fan is coming back again for the week. Feature update Legendary Gem. This is actually big here, and it is going to help mid spender like me a lot. Legendary gems can now be upgraded in a smaller increments starting at rank 5. Legendary gem receives smaller incremental upgrades when combining each duplicate copy of the gem instead of requiring the full set to upgrade it to the next rank. This change does not lower the overall number of gems required to upgrade, and if it is too confusing for you guys, then I will be showing you this later on when the update comes out. Skills interruptions. Abilities with short cast times like the Crusader Hoary Banner and Fist of Heavens will no longer be interruptible. Alright, so what about the Daring Swing? It also get interrupted for the Demon Hunter, and the skill actually get lost as well. Random Dungeon Finder is another ability that is coming out. Player now have one button click way to jump into a random dungeon depth. While searching for a random dungeon, player may be grouped with another team at any time, which reduces the overall time spent matchmaking. Player who enter a dungeon using this feature will have an increased chance to receive a set item as a reward. Oh, so they are promoting the random dungeon finder. I see. First of the day rewards are also changing. So we will be getting rare crest, charm, one legendary item, 200 hills, aspirant keys, one random normal gem, and one star gem. So it's a good thing. Rite of Exile is also having some changes, as I have said. 4% life and damage, which stack up to 12% if they win all three. This is for the Vigil of Blade. So yeah, it has been mentioned here. Good. Immortal Killings now strive to earn a blessed reign by successfully defending the crown for 7 weeks because of the permanent locks that are coming to it. Anyways, Battleground idle changes. We increase the speed for the idle during phase 2 of Battleground and Rite of Exile. The more play on the idle up to 4 will increase the movement speed by up to 30%. Additionally, we reduce the time required to activate the idle at the beginning. So this is actually good. Skills that provide player with untargetable stages will also no longer be able to push the idol. So Blood Knight was using Sanguinate, and the Bats or Necromancer was using Wrath. These skills won't be able to push the idol now, so this is actually good. Then we will be working through legendary assets in the future to ensure consistency, but right now the main offender to fix are Sanguinate, Solman, oh, the things that I just mentioned, Swarm of Bats, and Wraith Form. Yeah, these are from the Necromancer and the Blood Knight. When attackers successfully push the idol to end during phase 2, there was a short delay between that and successfully completing the phase. These two events now occur at the same time. This prevents situation where attackers could push the idol to the end but would still lose the match because the door hadn't opened yet. Alright, this is good. And Immortal Vault Defense Reward. Immortal Vault Defense rewards have been increased. You can now earn up to 200 hills for successfully defending the vault. The weekly cap has been increased to 1400 hills. Alright, that's nice. Immortal Daily Quest has turned into, I think, like weekly. Daily Quest for Immortal have been updated and revamped to improve the overall player experience. Instancer is being removed from the game and will no longer be required as a resource for opening Keon's vault. As a result, Shadow and Immortal will now fight over vault supplies in the raid and defend the vault activities. Additionally, adjustments have been made to how Keon Audio interact with the data blessing, so there will be still some initial conflict between Shadow and the Immortal for bonus. Lastly, the damage bonuses received by the Shadow when they increase the individual rank for Immortals when they increase the rank have been changed to progress at more even race between the faction. The damage bonuses have also been lowered with the maximum benefit of 16%. Previously it was 32%. Yeah. And these are the new clocks coming. These all orange clocks that you guys are seeing, these are the permanent that you can actually get. The first one you can unlock by completing the rain for 4 week. This one is for 8 week. This is for 12 or 14 week. Then these tools require blessed weeks, blessed rain, which is 7 week of rain. And this is what it looks like. You guys can still equip that even when you are not immortal. So yeah, 14 weeks for this one is for 14 weeks. Then 21 weeks Immortal Legacy Cosmetic. Then this one is 28 weeks with 4 Blessed Rain Burning Clock of the Unending, and 42 weeks with 6 Blessed Rain. So these two will require the Blessed Rain multiple time, as you can see. And yeah, this will bring some changes as well, so everyone has to sit and allow the immortal rain to last if they want to take turns in their server. Shadow assembly is also going to happen in the morning time as well. Also, Shadow War start time are being pushed back to 7:30 p.m. server time, and the preparation phase is being reduced to 5 minutes. Alright, Shadow Daily Quest. Shadow will now have 21 tasks to complete each week instead of 3 each day. This is actually good. More modifiers are coming to the Elder Rift. I am not going to read those. Unlocking new zone difficulties have been reduced for the Storm Point, the Dread Rival Dungeon, and Asian Cradle. 2 new hero journeys are coming as well. Warband activities can be done now in the west through the West March as well with your friends, even if they are not in the warband with the you guys. And also they are bringing some bonuses to upgrade your warband and give it a kickstart. If you are new to Diablo Immortal, then you will be able to catch up with your Tableau as well. And I am glad that they are only keeping this for the Tableau and not for the actual legendary gear upgrades, because there are a lot of people, even like me, who are pushing and farming like 8-9 hours every single day to upgrade gear to level 30. So I am still glad there is something inside the game that is actually a really long term mechanic which require you to play and grind for upgrade. But here in the warband, this is actually good. This will actually bring ease to the system. Players that are behind on the Warband Ancestor tableau will now receive bonus points to help them catch up other players. Players that are just starting will receive up to 5x bonus that will increase as they get closer to the limit. So even if you skip now, let's say you are busy and you skipped some race and come back, then it is also going to give you that boost, I hope. So it's actually good. Additionally, players no longer need to be in Warband to participate in Defense of Surrender and Burst Attack. This is actually really good. We can do that with friends that are not even in Warband now. Both activities can now be accessed in Westmart through Wellstus, the Warband Steward. Alright, that is good. Defense of Stavanger. The time it takes to complete rounds in Defense of Stavanger Endless Mode has been decreased. Roderick Bestiary. Unveil 12 new pages. So 12 new pages are coming. UI changes to Immortal Treasury. Prodigy Path will be coming with every season now, so that is a good thing. And some other changes as well. The load out slots, there are going to be 10 load out slots in the armory now. The capacity of gems in your inventory has increased from 40 to 80 rows. That is good. Players will now have a 30% damage reduction bonus in a curse tower as well. Reward chests in dungeon runs will with 4 play will now automatically open. This is so good. We no longer have to wait for others to click on the chest and open it. This is so good. New server will provide players with an experience bonus until they reach maximum level. And some other changes coming to the out of our server like China. So this is it for the major update. The big highlight here in my opinion is Shadow War. As I have mentioned in my previous video, Shadow War is revamping and Butcher is coming, and there are going to be 2 bosses in this dungeon, and this dungeon is going to be a speed run dungeon. These 2 are the main highlight of these update. And also, if you guys are really interested in becoming a immortal now, then there is something to look forward to. The immortal clock and warband experience is going to be more fun now. This gem is actually really good, and for me, upgrading my gems to rank 5 is going to be a lot easy. I can do them in stages now, so that is actually good as well. And also, the more events will be coming inside the game. That would mean more telluric pearls, more legendary quest, and they will be lasting for 1 week from now on. And this actually looks really good compared to the phantom market, in my opinion. But anyways, this is it for the video. A lot of stuff is happening, and with that, I will see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.